Eurostampa counts today, as Laila anticipated, 6 plants worldwide. We are present in Europe with three plants in Italy, France, and UK, and 3 on the other side of the Atlantic Ocean in Cincinnati, Napa, and in Mexico. This is the picture of the labels that we identify today, which we know that has to have some, let's say, physical features. We know that the packaging today has to be more and more personalizable, has to be appealing on social medias, and that's why we introduced this word Instagrammable. But still has to have some physical, I mean, some tactile feeling that it's the experience that the customers live when they hold the product in hands. And of course, it's getting more and more important for the packaging and for actually for every part of the products. They have to have eco-sustainable features. We then started living in this new reality that we try to summarize with this cloud of keywords. We started attending a lot of webinars like this one, or we started experiencing in a massive way what smart working means and so on. We summarized this new normality with this picture. I believe that many of you experienced this situation of people who started drinking and having parties through platforms like Zoom. We found some numbers that will confirm these trends. Actually, Nielsen shared on the internet these numbers of this period. I mean, the period between the beginning of March and the end of April. We know that the alcoholic beverages online purchases boomed. We started thinking about new solutions that could somehow drive sales. And we divided all of those solutions between these 2 groups that you see here. Between those solutions who can somehow make the products stand out on a shelf, whether it is a physical shelf or on an online shelf, and those solutions who can engage. We share with you some case studies that we developed. The first project that I'm going to share with you is this one for Diageo. This is a project of 2019, so it's quite recent. Diageo wanted to engage younger generation with their Scotch whiskies, and they found this possible parallelism between Diageo distilleries and Game of Thrones Kingdoms of Westeros. Another case study is this one of Sailor Jerry. This rum is dedicated. I mean, the design of this rum and the name of this rum is dedicated to the legendary life of this tattoo maker called Norman Collins, who lived in the first part of the previous century. So they wanted to let their customers to have a collectible item to keep. This project went on the market just a few months ago as well. It is made for an Italian vermouth, and the designer recreated the constellation of the Capricorn. So the idea behind of this one is to let and to encourage the final customer to interact directly with the packaging. Another idea could be this one that Di Saronno made last year, and that we printed for them. They actually created a second label that it can be personalizable from the customers. Another idea a very recent one actually that we printed for White Turkey. White Turkey during the lockdown phase used to have these Instagram live where they engage their customers, showing them how to create cocktails at home with their products. The problem was that every time they showed their bottle through the front camera, the design was appeared mirrored on the other side. So they asked us to print mirrored design labels so that they could apply them on their products. And once they show them through the front camera, on the other side, the people could read the product in the right way. I'm going to share with you now another case study. Matua is a wine from New Zealand. And Matua is already quite known on the market for this tribal design on the background of the front label. This tribal comes from the Maori culture, and it is called tamoko. And we used to print this tamoko with a special thermochromic varnish, which is used from the brand owner as a sort of indicator for the final customers of the correct temperature when the customers should enjoy this wine. So when basically when the wine is below a certain temperature, this tamoko comes out on the design, and the customers know that that's the correct temperature to enjoy this wine.
Did you know Matua wines are more enjoyable when they're chilled to perfection? Go on, tap that snowflake for a more refreshing experience. You've gone a bit too cold, eh? Tap your screen to crack the ice and get back to enjoying some perfectly refreshing Matua.
Another case study is this one for Jameson. Jameson every year for the St. Patrick's Day share on the market a special edition, and they already shared a smart label on the Jameson product in 2018, and they actually wanted to relaunch this kind of connectivity system with their customers for these for the 2020 St. Patrick's Day edition. And they decided to not just to laminate the NFC tag behind their label, but they also added a QR code. So if you watch these packaging, you will see on the neck label quite big writing that says "scan or tap me." That just to encourage the customers to interact with the packaging, and they decided to use these two technologies to make sure that they will be able to engage the widest part of the customers possible.
My name is Stephen Heffernan, and I'm an artist from Dublin, though most people know me as Heffy. So I really like the idea of people feeling that they're part of my work, and I really like thinking about a group of mates coming along and seeing this bottle and the design and immediately seeing the stories and memories that they have together reflected in the label and just feeling a part of it straight away. And I'd love to see that. I'd love for the bottle to become something for people to gather around and join in and become part of that story.
So now it's time to share with you the first restart success story that we can share with you. So we've been sharing this presentation with some customers for some days so far, and we actually already have the first case study that we can share. Baladeng is one of the leading company of craft beer makers, and they, as many of us, experienced a dramatic stop in the sales in the Horeca channel. So they wanted to think about a new and a positive, with a positive message, project to launch on the market. They designed these 70s inspired labels. They called it, in fact, Flower Power project. And we helped them to develop these new designs by helping them through some technical ideas. So we helped them to try these foils on the names product that actually provides to the final product a very bright contrast between this very colored design on the back and this brightness of the foil. How we can work together? Maybe some of you may already know about it, but Eurostampa in our Italian and in our Cincinnati plants has a department called Innovation Lab, where we can help through some special tool to help our customers to get to the final decision, thanks to a virtual supermarket where our customers can have a first sight of what the final product can appear on a shelf. And we can also provide some mock-ups, very accurate, with some special mock-up printer machines. So because you and us have the same actually objectives, we all of us want to be innovative, and we want to improve our time to market.